Ladies and gentlemen, me and Fancy Dave, Mike, Fancy Dave, bringing you another episode of the Art Bros.
Art Bros.
This week, we are talking about one of Fancy Dave's favorite artists, Gustav Klimt. Gustav Klimt. If you Google this guy's face, he's a very goofy looking dude, but good painter nonetheless. He's
got like that bald dude cowlick thing going on.
He does have that, yeah. He looks like I could grab a beer with him. He does. We are talking about the portrait of Adele Bloch-Bauer, which we looked up how to say on my crappy internet connection.
We didn't want to sound stupid.
We didn't want to sound stupid. So, Fancy Dave, give me the lowdown. Give me like the specs of this guy.
Specs?
Yes.
Let's see. Finished by 1907.
Took 3 years to paint.
3 years. Oil painting, but with silver and gold leaf on it.
Damn.
54 by 54 inches.
So it's a square.
In the New Gallery.
What is square?
New York.
Yes. And
commissioned by Ferdinand Block-Bauer.
So I'm assuming it's her husband. And this thing, if you guys you look at it, this thing sold for $135 million in 2006, which made it the most expensive painting to ever sell. The most
at that time.
At the time for 4 months.
Either way, that's a lot of fucking money.
That is a shitload of money. So yeah, Fancy Dave, you love this artist.
Yeah.
Pourquoi? Why?
Why?
Yeah. What is it about him that you like?
I just like the mix of styles, because he takes things from like the Byzantine mosaics, which is like
very like complicated gold things.
Yeah, it's mosaics, so it's like small things, little cubes, make up a bigger piece. You know, so you've seen those really old like religious things in like probably on TV or something, or in a textbook.
Yeah, or you see them in like temples, churches, stuff like that. Yeah.
So there's a mix of that with the gold, because he kind of liked portraying holy spaces, which is kind of putting her in a holy space by putting all the gold there.
Very.
He kind of took things from Art Nouveau.
Oh yeah, he did, definitely. The model looks extremely Art Nouveau. The curved lines of her hair, and just the overall, all the curvy linear, like the way the gold seems to form around her. It's
curvy.
That's Art Nouveau. It's so curvy, so dashing.
Yeah. And of course, the appearance of herself in a way is kind of, I mean, it's sort of simplified, but not really.
Oh, I guess, yeah. I was saying it looks like my girlfriend. It really does. She's listening right now.
You don't want to get judged.
No, it looks like I love her. She's cute.
Let's see. So what do you think?
I'm really digging the nice and simple gold background with the figure, her in this, what I'm assuming is a dress.
Yeah. It's
just made of all these complex...
Oh, wait. I think it was she's sitting in a chair.
I guess so, yeah.
I think that's what it was.
I like that we have an abstraction of a portrait.
You can't really tell what's in the background behind her directly.
You can tell that there's a floor, you can tell that there's a wall, you can tell that there's backspace, but you can't
But there's a weird thing around her.
Picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's this weird thing around her, which I'm assuming was a dress. You tell me it's a chair, and now I see a chair. So I'm really digging the abstraction of self-portrait that we're getting. Like the portrait itself, the person, right there, crystal clear, beautiful young lady. But the around her world around her is so warped, and it's warped in a very beautiful, gold and pristine way.
It doesn't have that it's like flat patterns around her either.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. What's interesting, what I like about this is the way it plays with your mind. How all the complex mosaic, like you said.
Yeah. Flat patterns.
Yeah. It is.
And even then, it's a pattern, but it's not, a continuous pattern, because the things kind of stray from each other a lot.
They do. They stray, but they work well together, too. Well, like I was saying, the pattern is obviously what's around her in her immediate area, and then you can tell that there's a background. The wall back there is back there. Yeah. You can tell.
But even then, it's not really a solid thing. I mean, it's gold leaf, so it probably looks even far more differently than it would here on a monitor.
True. So I'm just digging how the flow of it is amazing. You can see where the curves go. Hell, even the polygons, the triangles, and the squares, they all curve with your eye too. It's very geometric and organic. So it's a lot of contradictions there. It's a portrait, but it's an abstract. Geometric, but organic. And just that little splash of green down there.
Yeah.
I'm really digging that too.
I guess so it doesn't look too uniform.
Yeah.
So he probably just stuck that in there. So
I think he wanted to portray it that was like a floor.
Yeah.
Like if that green wasn't there, I wouldn't be able to see that back wall.
It's just a little bit of reality down there.
Exactly.
Like, here it is, green.
Yeah, there it is. Splash. Here you go.
I wonder why he chose green, like, which is more of a,
probably
analogous color rather than, probably going with a, like a blue.
Probably because it would stick out and not really take away from the gold, I think.
Yeah,
I guess.
Look at
it. Like when you look at it, the green is obvious, but at the same time, it doesn't distract you.
Mm-hmm.
So you're looking at everything else, and then you're like, "Oh, look, there's green there too."
Mm-hmm.
It fits really well. I think he really knew what he was doing when he put the green there. And then there's like that checkered, like floor molding.
Yeah.
Which I'm digging, and we see like that checkered pattern all over the place. We see it like up by her, on the left side by her face. We see it in her dress in triangles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so there's a lot of that checkered pattern. It's all over. It's repeated. It's very nice. Composition wise, this is a really really impressive painting.
It's pretty big too.
It's big too. Yeah. What is it? It's almost 60 inches.
Mm-hmm. In a square.
Yeah, that's like 3-4 feet.
Which is kind of. Would you see that type of painting, that frame, often back then?
Oh, back then.
Yeah.
What,
it's
1907?
just the fact that it's a square, like you would think rectangles would still be more.
Most paintings weren't that big if they weren't landscapes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so good for him. I mean, he was commissioned to do this, so
yeah.
It's like he had incentive.
Let's see, a little background. Apparently they had an affair.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn!
Yep.
This goofy looking guy?
Yep.
Can you put a picture of him?
Yeah.
This goofy looking guy?
Yep.
Oh, snap. Alright, cool. Good for him.
They had an affair.
Yeah. Is that what they painted? He painted her twice?
Probably.
Damn.
Let's see. There's also a little bit... You probably noticed something weird with her hand.
Yeah, what's going on there?
Apparently they're hiding a deformed finger.
Are they now?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And her other painting, I think it's kind of the same. It's being hidden.
Oh, alright. Alright, cool. I like
because it's kind of a weird pose for her hands when you look at it.
It is, and it's so like, it is very interesting to keep that in there because he could have just drawn he could have just painted her regularly, but to keep that essence of her, I guess that maybe she really identified with it.
Yeah.
Or maybe someone I guess she very identified with it.
Like, you better not forget. I could have put that in any time.
Yeah. So any other little background tidbits?
Mm-hmm. It's mainly about most of the interesting things. Fair, hiding that hand.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Yep. And of course, as you said, he did do another painting of her.
Yes. She is the only model that he painted twice.
Mm-hmm.
So
this is from his gold period, where he used a lot of gold leaf in his paintings.
Yeah.
This and the other famous painting, The Kiss. We'll talk about that later, though.
We will talk about the
future
Kiss
episode.
Later. Yes. For Valentine's Day.
Maybe.
Okay. So my closing thoughts on this is a very complex but simple. Just the whole what's the word? The contradictions in this. The contrast. So the contrast works so well in so many different ways. The colors, the themes, the shapes. Mm-hmm. I'm really impressed.
And even then, we're not getting the full image. Apparently, you really got to see it because it's gold leaf.
We're going to go see it.
So it sparkles and stuff, and it's pretty, and it's shiny.
It's pretty and shiny, and oh my god. So, guys, that's about it we got for you today, and we will see you later in another episode. So, peace out.
Bye.
Bye bye.